one man when you lose. We've got to take this as a team. Mavericks have got to find a way to bounce back. KP, terrible game tonight, but he has game 4 to look forward to. I still believe. I don't give a damn what nobody else do. You don't have to ride with it. I still believe.
Tim, no 3 the hard way tonight. He gave you 12 points tonight, Billy. 40 minutes.
Off night for Tim. He started off shooting the ball hot. You know what? I'll say this, man. It's one thing when you're getting open looks, right? But the Clippers obviously made a concerted effort tonight to make sure that Tim was not going to beat them. You were not going to. Luka might get his, but you will not be a part of the VIP guest, the VIP party tonight. We will be keying on you, and that's what happens, Walt. That's what happens. You got to, and it's more of a respect thing. I think Tim will find a way to come out, be more aggressive. I thought collectively, and I felt like this could happen. Mavs go home. They're feeding off the energy of the crowd. Yeah, we got off to a hot start, but when the game started getting tight and it turned into a basketball game instead of a blowout, the Mavericks could never seem to recover. And they couldn't get timely stops. They couldn't get rebounds. We saw 2 or 3 things happen tonight that had not happened in game 1 and game 2. Zubac was on the glass. I saw him like 3, 4, 5 offensive rebounds tonight when he was on the floor, especially like late in the game. And it really gave the Clippers extra opportunities they score. The Mavericks missed a lot of easy layups right at the basket. They got nothing from Josh Richardson, got nothing from Finney Smith. They didn't have a full team effort, and it cost them a game. And it's okay. They have an opportunity to make amends. This might ultimately turn out to be a good loss for the Mavericks, where they can go back to the drawing board, figure it out. Let's go back and attack this thing strong on Sunday. Give a much better effort.
Luka almost gave you a triple-double tonight. He had 44, 9, and 9. And Dorian Finney-Smith went back to Dorian Finney-No swish tonight. As he gave you 6 points in 38 minutes tonight.
Yeah. And he didn't do a great job defensively. But you know what? I tell you what, man. I tell you what, Walt, and people need to understand this. Finney Smith is built of the right stuff. He's built of the right stuff. Whether you think he's skilled enough to play, and give you whatever it is you expect from him, he's built with the right stuff. He has that mentality. One thing I'll say about it, I don't know if you caught this at the end of the game. Once the game was over, or
like he got into a situation, like a situation developed.
I like that. I like you. You need to respond when somebody's kicking your ass. I don't want you to just walk off to the other side of the floor with your head down. I want you talking shit to them. I need Finney Smith. All right, bet y'all guys. Okay, Sunday, come see me Sunday. I need you to have that type of motivation. I like Luka walking off the floor pissed off and angry. I like Finney Smith being mad. I like Tim Hardaway Jr. staring guys down upset. It's going to make for a much better effort on Sunday. Watch and see what I tell you.
Okay, so check this. This is an interesting. We haven't seen this in a while. Maxey gave us 14 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So Dorian Finney's numbers come down, but Maxey goes up.
I mean, Maxey got a lot of good open looks, man. He knocked them down. I don't know, man. I mean, it's so hard with Maxey because it's like we expect. I think a lot of us really expect a lot from him. I want him to be a little better defensively. I appreciate what he does for us offensively. He helps spread the floor. I like to see him be a little more aggressive because they do close out on Maxey when he shoots the 3. I like to see him be a little more aggressive. Put the ball on the floor and get to the basket, man. Try to go in. Maxey during the regular season will try to go in and dunk on your head, man. People forget that. He doesn't seem to really do that too much. I don't want him to feel like, okay, the only part of my game I can have out here is shooting the 3. When it's there, shoot it. But put the ball on the floor sometimes. Be aggressive, man. Force the issue. That's something the Mavericks didn't do just as a team tonight. They didn't really force the issue. And defensively.
Hold on real quick. The Cash, I've put the link out on all the platforms. I don't know where you're not seeing that, but it's on all of it. And I just sent it out again.
Yeah, it's not popping up on the Facebook. It's not popping up on Facebook.
I've seen it on Facebook like umpteen times. Here. I'll
because I'm looking at it here on mine and I don't see it at all.
I don't think I put it on your. I didn't go to yours and put it on yours. I put it on.
No, this is yours. This is yours. I see every time the cash has been asking for it, I don't see it popping up anywhere on here. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I don't see the link one place in here at all.
Let me try.
Uh,
I put it.
so
I put it everywhere.
yeah,
I'll do
but
it
no,
again.
yeah, but to Maxey, man, I like to see him more. I like to see more from him defensively. I'm not asking him to shut down Kawhi. What I'm saying is, I like to see those guys work harder. Like, stop, don't just let them get the ball so easily. Kawhi doesn't get the ball and bring it up the floor. They have a point guard for that, and they give it to him. Deny him the ball, man. Make him work to get the ball. Make him eat up some of that clock like the Clippers do. The Clippers made Luka eat up, 10, 12 seconds off the shot clock before we can even start initiating our offense. I think you should do that.
Well, I've got your head coach potted up. Let's hear from him real quick.
All right, Coach, do you want to get us started, and then we'll move on to questions?
Which cameras is that?
The one on the bobblehead box.
Yeah. We obviously got off to a very fast start, and then they climbed back into it, and some things stand out statistically. When they're playing that small, we've got to be able to do a better job on the boards than get beat by 6. That's one thing. They shot it great. Their 2 superstars had great games. They rode those guys. They played very well. We're going to have to play better in game 4. I mean, they shot essentially 58% and 42% from 3. And we shot 44 from the field, and we had a pretty decent night from 3. And then the free throw line hurt us again a little bit too. So, those are things right off the bat. The other thing that's a concern is the assist number. 17 is not enough for us. We got to be a higher assist team, and that'll happen if we can get more stops and get out in transition. And those are always your best opportunities to score.
Tim McMahon.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Rick, the Clippers are basically daring you to post up Porzingis playing small. I know generally you're not a fan of the post up. Is that something you guys need to do and to be effective with, or how do you get more from KP if they're going to play small like they did?
Well, there are certain situations KP's very good with post ups. I don't want to get into a lot of detail explaining the whole thing, but we're a spacing team first. And, when we get good, deep post-up opportunities, those are ones we got to attack. Part of the challenge with him is that, he's a very good cutter. He's a very good spacer. And so, he needs to play the game out of reads and movement. And overall, our offensive movement wasn't very good. But the bigger problem tonight was the defense. Let's be clear. We're not going to make this about missed shots or opportunities to post up KP or anybody else. I mean, we got to defend better. We give up 59% shooting to this team. You're going to have a very difficult time winning the game unless you're shooting, galactically great. And that's, in the playoff series, that's very difficult to do.
Brad? Brad, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, the mute button wasn't there. Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. Rick, you mentioned before the game that you had talked to the team about managing, energy. It's going to be a long game. You guys got off to the big start. Do you think that became an issue as the game wore on, that you guys jumped on them so much and there was so much energy in the building that maybe it kind of ran out of air a little bit?
No, I don't. They took 2 timeouts early. And look, it's a long game. You got to play out the entire first quarter and then the entire second quarter, third, and fourth. It's almost 3 hours of basketball if when you count up a national TV game with the long pauses. There's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 review situations, and that kind of stuff. So, look, good, strong starts are important. I certainly don't blame the loss on that at all. I'll look closely at rotations and stuff like that. And look, they had a great night, and we did not. And so we're going to have to play a lot better at both ends in game 4. Excuse me. The crowd was great; they were into it. We got to get them more into it by finding ways to get more stops and rebounds.
Okay, we're going to do one more, Tim Cato, because Maxie will be standing by.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. In regards to the defense specifically, like you talked about, what did you think of the double teams you threw at mostly at Kawhi and the execution you had on them?
I haven't watched the whole game yet. I've just watched a couple minutes of the beginning. So obviously they did a good job of spacing and making plays. They baited us into some double teams and then spaced the floor very well. We'll have to take a good close look at it and simply do better. We won the first 2 games with aggressive double teaming that was on time, and on point. And so in game 4, we're going to have to do a better job, no question about it. Thank you.
Well, Billy, he said what you said. This is about the defense that wasn't played tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it. I mean, all you have to do is just watch the game for what it is. I mean, it's easy to talk offense. My guy DJ Sullivan, man. Shout out to my guy, man. He's a basketball guy. He loves the game. Has a heart for the game, man. He always brings it up. He's like, the defense isn't getting played in the league anymore. And that's true, but you got to give some effort, man. The Mavericks didn't even look like they were giving any type of effort defensively. Like, Walt, the Clippers damn near shot, like, at one point they were shooting like 65% in the game. Like, that's unheard of in a playoff game. Middle of the regular season where nobody really cares and you're running down jacking up shots, that's one thing. But, like, 65%, and it's not like they were just hitting a whole bunch of, like, shots from the outside. Well, the number was growing because everything was on the inside. Kawhi Leonard's just getting layup after layup, mid-range jumper after mid-range jumper. The Mavericks don't do a good job of trying to keep guys from getting to their spot, but the Clippers don't either. I said my son was sitting there watching early in the game when step back jack was going on. Walton, he asked a very simple question. He said, "Why do they just keep letting Luka? He keeps doing the same thing. He keeps going to the left and he shoots a 3." It's like they have no interest in stopping it. Like, if you know that's his spot, that's his move, wouldn't you kind of play him that way to kind of prevent that? If that's the most damaging thing, but the Mavericks don't do it. They have no interior defense. And Rick brought it up, man. But again, there's always something to be found in a loss, Walt. They lost the game. So, they understand what needs to go on. Rick needs to have that good conversation. And it's time. It's just going to be time to bounce back, man. It's an opportunity to bounce back. The series is not lost. Nothing has changed. The Mavs are still in control of this series. Let's go out and regain control of it and shut this thing down.
Well, let's hear what Luka had to say real quick about tonight's loss.
All right, we will go ahead and get started, Luka, with Tim.
Tim McMahon, ESPN. Luka, especially if the Clippers are going to play small that much, how can you guys get more out of Porzingis?
I think on the post, feed more the post. I think that's the thing, because they're playing really small. I think feed the post more.
All right, Callie.
Callie Kaplan, Dallas Morning News. Luka, I saw at times you were holding your shoulder and wincing and getting some treatment on that. How is your shoulder doing, and how did that injury happen?
It's not shoulder. First it was like neck in halftime and then went down. And it's just weird, if I turn, it's like, I don't know, X and shoes. I don't know how you call it. But, just some massage, some ice, and hopefully good.
All righty. Kevin?
Kevin Gray, 105.3 The Fan. Luka, a little bit of chippiness tonight between yourself and the Clippers and overall. How do you feel like you guys handle that as far as some of the tactics were concerned, physically and emotionally tonight?
I mean, I don't really know. I got attacked. Somebody told me later. It's like, why was that attack? I don't understand. Just let it play. A lot of guys from the bench were talking, but just keep going. Nobody said it was gonna be easy, and we just gotta keep playing.
Brad?
Yeah, Luke, Brad Townsend, Dallas Morning News. You guys got off to the 30-11 lead, and I know you went out for your customary break then. Why do you think the game turned so suddenly, and why weren't you guys able to get that momentum back?
I think we took a couple of bad shots, and we relax a little bit when we go up, so we gotta work on that, and especially I gotta work on free throws.
Mac Engel?
Mac Engel, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. Luka, you finally got to play a playoff game here at home, and the atmosphere sounded electric. How was it for you to be in that first quarter, to be here with fans again?
I mean, it was amazing. Not only first quarter, the whole game, they were amazing. I really appreciate everybody coming. I hope they come again in 2 days. They were amazing. I wish we would give them a win, but we'll try it on Sunday and hope it's the same energy.
Okay, we'll do a couple in Spanish. Pedro?
Thank you. Luca, bueno, Pedro Silo, Univision Dallas. Decías que
Shout out to my guy Pedro and Pablo back on the scene. Well, I don't know if Pablo was there, but Pedro was definitely on the scene. Anything you want to take away from what Luka had to say there, Billy?
No, Luka. It's very simple, very easy to comprehend. I'm glad he gets it. Nobody said this thing was going to be easy. I mean, I've been walking around parading around saying Mavs and foe, and I still feel like they should have got it that way. It is what it is. The Mavericks are still doing whatever the hell they want to do to this team. They're still abusing the Clippers. Let's not sit here and act like it's something entirely different because the Clippers won a game. The Clippers actually played and got some pretty good contributions from other guys on their team, and they won the game. The game was still relatively close in the fourth quarter until the Mavs, they kind of gave out. But listen, let's not sit here and confuse ourselves about what's going on here. Luka knows his team is better. He knows he's the best guy on the floor. I don't give a damn what nobody says. He knows it. We know it. The national media knows it. He's the best damn player in this series. Period. Okay. The reality of the situation is his teammates, his guys that work with him, didn't show up and play at the same level. And it is what it is, man. I don't expect that. They're role players for a reason. There's a reason they're not starters in this league. However, they'll have another opportunity. That's all I can keep stressing to people. And I like Luka's attitude about it. We got another opportunity. We'll see these guys again. Well, within 48 hours, we'll see these guys again. All that kikiing about Patrick Beverly and all that Marcus Morris nonsense and all. We're gonna see these guys again. Don't worry about it. 48 hours from now, we on y'all ass.
We are the first 48. The first 48, we gonna see him.
We'll be back. We're
gonna see him in the first 48. I'll tell you what, this next interview is highly touted. Okay, people want to hear from this guy. They want to know what happened. Here he is, your guy. We're gonna find out what happened with Kristaps Porzingis with his post-game interview.
Okay, we will go ahead and get started with Brad.
Yeah, Kristaps, before the game, Rick told us that he had talked to you guys about the fact that these playoff games are long and it was going to be an emotional night, and you probably needed to manage the emotions. Do you guys think that that's what got you tonight? You got off to the big lead and then they came back on you, or what do you think happened?
Not necessarily. I think it's just a mixture of things. We didn't have our best offensive night. Nor defensive. We could do both better. Obviously, the game's long and a lot of emotions and a lot of momentum changes. Just they were the better team tonight, and that's it. We're going to look at the film, look at what we can do better, and come back next game with with a fresh mind.
Tim Cato.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. KP, how would you assess your own performances on both ends?
Sorry, say it again.
How would you assess how you played on both ends of the court?
Below what I can do, obviously, just frustrated at moments and trying to keep my head in the right place where, I keep playing hard, keep doing the things I can do, on a defensive end and offensive rebounds and things like that to keep myself engaged and giving what I can to the team. Just it's a long game, a lot of emotions, but try to stay calm and just do the things that I'm capable of doing.
Tim McMahon.
KP, especially with the Clippers playing small, why do you think you weren't able to make your impact offensively tonight?
It's pretty it's random. It's a lot of random action, and I definitely can do a better job of sealing the guards when I have a guard on me, and also I have to score on those post ups that I had. I had great looks, and I just missed the shots. And sometimes it's like that. You miss shots. You miss the last a couple of threes at the end also, which were tough ones. Were important ones. Just frustrated a little bit with the shots not going in, but then again, I can't really let that affect the rest of my game. So that's it. Tomorrow I'll get some rest, get some work in, and come back for next game.
Last English is going to be Mac Engel.
Kristaps, when you look at the way you're playing in that fourth quarter, especially, did you feel like you were pressing too much, like you were trying almost too hard?
Myself or the team?
No, yourself, your own game.
No, I wouldn't say so. The game wasn't really going my way, and I wasn't trying to force nothing. If we have those mismatches, I have to be able to utilize that. That's part of my game, and I have to be able to convert those into 2 points or a foul or a good shot from my teammates. So, I want to be better, and that's it. It's definitely we can do things better. We can do things better, but no, talking about the fourth quarter, I didn't feel like it. Maybe if I look at the film, it might look like that, but I don't feel like it. Maybe I got 2-3 shots, good looks, open looks, just shot him.
All right, we'll do 2 in Spanish. Pedro.
Pedro out there working hard. Billy, before we get to Cash real quick, he wants to step in and say something. Before we get to him real quick, I do want to say this. I understand that they feel like they say they kept him on the floor because, like you said, you got to keep him involved and keep him engaged, because if not, you'll lose him. But when they go small, he can't be on the floor. He can't be on the floor. He just can't be on the floor. Like you say, there's no matchup for him when they're small. They got away with it the other night, but the only reason why it worked the other night, they were desperate, and 2, they bought that in to double team Luka, and they were down already when they went small. So theirs was coming from there. Tonight they were up and went small to go ahead and close the game out. So at that point, that was at the point where you're right. Dwight Powell should have came in the game.
Right. Well, I'd have to disagree with you completely. I understand the logic behind it, but my thing is I can't allow another team to dictate to me what we're going to do, especially with a guy like KP. And the reason why is
here's the reason why. If he was a in the paint like post up type player, yeah, it worked. But the fact that he's not that, with him not being that, it is harder for him to play on a small lineup. Because even the shots he got in the post, like that's where everybody says like he didn't look confident, like he looked scared or whatever. Like he tried to hit turnarounds. His turnaround game isn't that good, and I wish that's something that he would. I don't know, in the off season he would work on, because some of those should be easy shots. I mean, it's like you're right there, dude. Like that's your foul.
Yeah, I mean, but what we've seen in many of times where the ball has gone in, man. Again, we can't just overreact off of one night where the ball doesn't fall. I mean, again, he played atrocious, man. But we've also seen him go out there. I mean, it'd be foolish to sit here and make the assessment and say, "Oh, well, he doesn't have he can't do this in mid range." When we see this guy out here busting these like logo threes that are just stupid. So, I mean, I just think more than anything, man, just playing the game of basketball in the way that I have. Again, I've never played at a high level, but just knowing the game and playing the game, well, it's a rhythm thing, man. It really is a rhythm thing. Now, I would have an entirely different conversation for everybody, all Mavs Nation and all this different stuff, if KP was in the rhythm and they were constantly feeding him the ball. He's just like, turn around, miss shot, miss shot, miss shot, layup, miss shot, turn the ball over. Then I'd be like, man, okay, this dude's head ain't in the game, man. We got to go ahead and sit him down. But while it's really, really hard when, like, dude, it was like in the fourth quarter, dude had only had like 6 shot attempts. This is your second 6 shot attempts in the fourth quarter. Luka probably had more than 6, like in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game. Like that you can't stay in the rhythm like that, man. People got to understand that. You got to be in a rhythm, man. And that's in any sport. We see running back say it in football. I can't get in a rhythm. You give me the ball every other possession, I can't get in the rhythm. It's a rhythm sport, man. And you can't just come out there, you're playing. And when you're getting in the rhythm offensively, you're going to be more intrigued and tied together defensively, man. And so people will, again, it's low hanging fruit, man. I really think it's Bush League. I really think it's bullshit, man, that people do the stuff they do. It's easy. It's easy to go that route, man. But at the same time, if we're going to call out Kristaps Porzingis for how he's playing, and I am calling him out, then we also need to look at, okay, well, hey, what do our coaches do to help the situation? If we see he's not playing well, what are we doing to help change that narrative? Or are we just gonna sit there and continue to watch them struggle? It goes on both sides, man. The Mavericks, I have full confidence in Rick Carlisle and these guys to figure this out. Didn't look good tonight, but you know what? Didn't have to, because we got Sunday coming up, 3-1, 4-1. I'm excited to go to LA, cut the lights out. Watch and see what I tell you. Watch and see what I tell you, man. I want people to come and see me on Sunday. Mavs on Sunday with the dub, and then when do we play after that? It's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday?
It'll be Wednesday.
Oh, God, I was hoping it was a show night. Jesus Christ. Well, Thursday night, when we get back in that studio, it'll be a nice little celebration. It'll be a nice little celebration. Nice little celebration.
Well, we got Cash standing by. He wants to comment real quick. Let's get him in here before we end the show. If my mouse will come up to it. All right, here's Cash.
What up, y'all?
What's going on, Cash?
What up?
Well, after this loss, at first, I was, I guess, overreacting. But yeah, KP horrible tonight. But I'm gonna agree with Billy about everything he said. It starts with your point guard, man, and also I noticed in game 2, Luka was taking better shots. He was doing his little fadeaway on money. It was all money every time.
Step back, Jack.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the 2-point range is like his fadeaway. I mean, the team was focused, and then also tonight though, like when they first started hot, and then all of a sudden here come the referees coming in the game with the stupid Willie stuff. Man, that's gotta stop. They
That
are
changed the
flopping
momentum
too
of the
much,
game.
man. Come on.
It did.
Yes.
And I agree with it. It really changed the momentum of the game. Yeah. They got to stop that. Offensively and defensively, they got to stop that. But as quiet as it's kept, that really did change the momentum of the game, because you know what? It started up the chippiness. It started the yapping and the talking and all that different type of stuff. And that's what I feared for the Mavericks. I did not want them to get into this, we're jawing back and forth with these guys.
And then it got in their heads, and then they started shooting horribly. And Finney Smith was not tonight. Finney nothing.
Finney no swish.
So, and I was, I was pissed out of this game, man. I was like, they had them where they wanted them, and they had the pedal going 80 miles an hour on the highway, and then going cruising 60, and then they let off the gas, man. I knew it was gonna happen.
So before
But
we
I mean,
go,
and the whole Porzingis thing, they're gonna have to find a way, just something to get him going, man. He
Right.
can't just be on an island on defense on an island, and then basically Rondo beat you in the fourth quarter. He was telling him all the plays, and then it's just Porzingis is like on defense stuck in quicksand, and then here comes Rondo and Reggie Jackson to the lane, passing everybody. Game over, and then there's what's his name in the corner 3 or 4 times, game over. Just
Yeah, Marcus Morris, and yeah, he's a clown. I
yeah.
can't stand the Clippers, all that damn front running they be doing and all that stuff. It's all cute and dandy and stuff, but trust me, I trust when the Mavericks close this series out. Watch and see. There will be nobody. I'm telling you now, there will be nobody on Twitter worse than me. I will be trolling the Clippers. I'll be
no.
trolling them for the next 2 weeks straight. We'll be in a whole nother series, and I will still be on their ass.
Mike Bassett
I
says
think if they come
says
out with
fans were
if they
yelling at
come out with
KP
the
at the
same
game.
fire, right? If they come out with the same fire as game 2, but they got to be more physical. Like Jalen Brunson, I noticed he wasn't going to the basket enough. Like in game 2, he was getting those and-ones, just
He was shooting a lot of
fearlessly
threes
going to
tonight.
the rim.
Yeah, he was shooting a lot of threes tonight.
Almost like going to the rim. Just they were going to the rim more last game.
Yeah.
Just they need to be more physical. Come out game 4, the same thing, but more physical. Play some
Same energy.
and play some damn defense, man. Come on. This ain't
At least try.
This ain't no season. This ain't no NBA season, man. Come on.
Hey,
Yeah, at
Cash.
least try.
Hey, Cash, we appreciate you joining us, man. We're gonna catch you on Sunday night, right?
Yeah, sorry about earlier. I couldn't get on because
Yeah, I thought I sent it
guess
out. I thought he sent it out, but he said I didn't, so that's why I resent it. I sent it out. I thought I sent it like
all
3
right,
times.
it's all right. And I'm hiding my hat tonight because yeah.
Oh no.
Don't do
no.
that. Don't do that, man.
We'll see you Sunday, man.
We'll go Mavs
sir.
still. Hopefully KP can have one good game, man. Because I'm on the edge here.
Oh man. Stay loyal to us, man. Just stay loyal. We'll see you Sunday night. I don't know if you see this right here, Billy. Mike Bassett is reporting that fans were yelling at KP at the game.
Yeah, I mean this is what they do. This is what they do.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Mike says he can't sleep, man.
Mike, get yourself some rest tonight, Mike. Listen. You let me tell you something, Mike. On Wednesday, not Wednesday. I guess it'll be on Thursday morning. No, Thursday morning. You will be having a tremendous morning. You heard it here first. You'll be so full of joy on the show Thursday morning. This thing is over, man. This thing is dead and over. This thing is stinking. I don't care about what happened tonight. All this, because you know what's going to happen. The Clippers are going to get in their own damn head. You know what's the saying? The Clippers are going to clip. You know what's coming. Know what's coming, guys. Do not be a prisoner of the moment. Know what's coming. They're done. This was their last little desperate stab at greatness. They're done.
If they lose, if the Mavericks lose this series, a head will roll. I don't know whose head is gonna roll, but a head will roll. If they don't.
I mean, as well as should. I mean, but
yeah,
the Mavericks are the underdogs in this series, though, man. It's not like they're the favorites in this.
You can't go up 2-0 and then turn around and lose a series like that. No. A head will roll. A head will roll. A head will roll. Clear, and you got the better player, and you got the better player, and you got a better team than the other team, and you lose this series. A head will roll.
Well, I don't know that people will say that. Yeah, we know Luka is the best player on the floor, and I mean the numbers suggest that he is. But I'm just saying, I mean, overall, man, there's a reason that people chose the Clippers to be in the NBA Finals or potentially trying to win it. Nobody chose the Mavericks. The Mavericks are playing with house money right now, man. People need to understand that. This ain't the Mavericks aren't under any type of stress. Like, oh my God, if they don't win this, then we're on the edge. It's not like that, man. It's not
great atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, I wish I could have been out there, man. I wish I was out there. Mike, next time I'm out there, dude, I'm gonna have to reach out to you, man. We're gonna have to go to Shooters across the street, go over there and get us some of those tacos or whatever, man. And we can't be on the inside, man. That looks real stressful inside of there. Yeah, I'd rather go to Shooters and enjoy a couple of beers, a couple of tacos, maybe a basket of nachos or whatever, and just watch it from a close enough where I could still feel the energy, but being inside of that place, man, I would have been in there heckling, and if I would have been anywhere on that floor, I would have got kicked out, man, because I would have had too many choice words. But it is what it is. Sunday awaits us.
Mike says his voice is gone, and he says, "You got it." So
yeah,
listen,
let's do it.
So we'll be back here Sunday night. Hopefully, we can get a dub. I have the Mavs in 6, so we're right on. We're right on schedule for me right now. We're right on par for me with the prediction.
And Mavs in 6. That means they're going to close it out at the AAC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though they don't play good at home, we're gonna figure it out.
Hey, perfect place to do it. Close
Well,
it out.
Good thing you're not in the NBA, Mike, because we'd have to fine you. We had to hit you with a hefty fine for this post or this comment right here about refs being bad.
You can't talk about the refs. You cannot talk about the refs.
We don't do criticizing the officiating. But yeah, we'll be back here Sunday night. Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. I always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.
Yes, sir.